Not.
Hey everybody, it's Margaret, and today we are having an interview. When I say we, I mean me and Caroline Mathews. Say hello.
Hi everybody. Hi Margaret. I don't like the word interview. It makes me feel nervous.
Oh, okay, we're having a hangout in which I ask you questions.
A chat.
Yes, we're having a chat. There we go. It's not an interview. All right, so hello, Caroline. How are you?
I'm very good, Margaret. Thank you. Well, I say I'm very good. I'm having one of those days when it's absolutely pouring with rain outside. I don't know if you can see it behind me. It's
Yeah.
getting dark now, but it's miserable winter day.
Oh.
And I've not done as much as I wanted to today. I've only listed about half of what I wanted to list today, but there we are.
More than I have. Okay, so tell us a little bit about who you are, and we'll go from there.
Okay, I'm Caroline, and I live in Devon in the southwest of the UK. And I am married with one son who is 16, going on 26, so he thinks. But you'll probably hear the door banging in a minute. That will be him coming in from school. And I've been reselling for about 13, 14 years now, but only full-time for 18 months, coming up to 18 months.
Cool. I'm looking over in the chat to see if there's a lag, because I'm seeing a lag for us, or if it's loading okay. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe somebody in the chat will let us know if it looks normal or whatnot. Well, that's cool. So you've been full-time for about 18 months now, you said?
Yes, that's summer 2015.
Yeah. That's good. So oh, go on.
No, it's all right. I was not really going to say anything.
Okay. You have a YouTube channel as well.
I do, yes. Caroline Mrs. M, you will find me at. I've been I had a YouTube channel before I was doing reselling videos, and it was sort of mostly lifestyle stuff, which I still do quite a lot of. But my reselling videos, there weren't any women in the UK doing reselling videos at all, so it was sort of a natural progression really to start doing some hauls and some sales videos, and moved on to Hangouts and all sorts.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not a ton in the US either, still, as far as ladies. And the only ones I know in the UK are you, and then like Rachel and the married couples.
Yes, there's not lots of us at all. It's a very elite club.
Exactly.
There is a new lady actually who's just started doing. Her username is Freckles something, but I can't remember her first name. Oh, and of course there's Caroline Celtic Traders as well, who's very fun to watch. Welsh lady.
I completely agree. I love their videos.
Yeah.
She's so professional. Like, she's got it together,
She's got a really good setup, and she stands up and presents everything. Puts me to shame, really, slouching on my chair in this messy. I need to get a screen, Margaret, like you, that I could just put behind me, give the illusion of organisation and being on top of it all.
And I can take this anywhere. So this screen, like, sometimes I'm at my kitchen table. Right now I'm in the bedroom. So I can be anywhere and just take this with me and hide.
That's so cool. I need that in my life.
I love it. Yeah, I like her videos where she's always got some teaser on the table sitting there, like, and stay tuned and I'll let you know about this next time,
Yeah, she picks up such quirky stuff as well. I've probably learnt more from watching her than any other UK YouTuber, I would say. I think, yeah, she gets some great pickups.
Oh yeah, I agree. Okay, before we move on, I'm going to say hello in the chat. We've got 19 viewers so far. I see Richard Downs, hello. Emma Drew, Stephanie Garcia, Lakeside Treasures with JoJo, Kristen, Mrs. H, Finn Fashion Plus, I said Lakeside Treasures. Uh-oh, it jumped.
That's Phoebe.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, Phoebe, hi. And Darren, Smart Reselling. He's sorting Lego.
Darren's very good at being in all the chats. He's always there.
Hey, Sam, somebody else is there. Okay, so let's jump into more of these questions. I was just telling Caroline earlier, like, oh, I feel really lackluster today. I'm having some stuff going on at home, and so I'm trying to get there. Just putting that out there. Okay, so you already said which part of the country you live in. You're in Devon, which is in the south, correct?
Yes. Very good.
Have you ever been to the US?
Yes. Yeah, but only I've been to Florida, I've been to California, and that's really better. I used to work on cruise ships. I'm now answering another question that you're going to ask me in a minute, aren't I? Shall I just stop?
No.
But yeah, we used to cruise out of LA and also out of Miami. So yes, and other part. I've been to Alaska. I spent a lot of time in Alaska.
Yeah, I mean, it's a popular cruise destination. Did you see any wildlife there?
Loads, yes. Bears and eagles and all sorts of scary things.
Things that want to eat you.
Yeah, and Hawaii I've been to as well. So
right, that's another place that's trying to kill you. But anyway. Okay, so how did we meet?
How did we meet? I think when Mike started the forum, wasn't it? And we were both moderators on there, and we had a group chat going on that's still going on now, and it's just over a year now, isn't it, since that started?
That's crazy. Yeah, and I mean, such a small world. So when he asked me that, I was to come be a moderator. I was, yeah, that sounds cool. And it was just nice to get to know all you guys. I've been watching your videos, I think, and just commenting here and there, and yours and Nick's and who else?
Yeah, you were the first female seller that I ever watched because, as I say, there weren't any in the UK, and you popped up, and so I watched you before I knew you.
Ah,
so
that's. Well, thank you. Okay, and then so yeah, one of the questions is, what did you do before you started reselling?
All sorts of different things, mostly office work, but I did work on cruise ships for 4.5 years in my early 20s and travelled and saw a lot of the world doing that. And I've worked in hotels, and I've worked in big companies. I've worked in very small companies. I've worked in the public sector, and now I just work by myself, and it's lovely. I've worked in schools as well, all sorts.
Yeah, that's nice though. And you got a tattoo, right, from the cruise ship?
No, I didn't. That was the lie. That was in my 5 Truths and a Lie video.
I think I got it wrong.
The thing about that was my mother texted me or emailed me, I can't remember, she said, "You haven't got a tattoo, have you?" How can you not know that that's the lie? My own mother. Crazy.
So we did these 5 Truth and a Lie videos. If you're watching and you didn't know, like, what are they talking about? So we did a little, what is it, like a tag video, 5 Truths and a Lie, and you have to guess which one's the lie. And I don't think I got it right. I don't think I got anybody's right.
I found it really hard.
Yeah.
I think the only one I got right was his.
What was his? Oh, he's a horrible driver, right? That's the one.
I can't remember now, but his was, I didn't get Nick's right. Is that tag still going? Are people still doing it? Have you followed it?
Not a lot. If they've tagged me, because I have a playlist in my, like if you go look on my playlists or whatever, I put them all into a playlist so that we could find each other's. So if somebody tells me, hey, I did one, then I'll throw it in the playlist.
Oh, I'll have to go look and see if there's any that I've not seen yet.
Yeah, there were some good ones for sure. It stumped me. All of them did.
It was fun. It was a real fun thing to do, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had a little too much fun with it. Okay. So here we go. Next, well, you talked about this already. The question is, would you consider yourself full-time or part-time?
Yeah, definitely full-time. Lot of hours. Lot of hours.
Yeah. And then, so how do you organize your time, like with listing and photography and YouTube and stuff?
YouTube now, I try to upload on consistent days. So I will film on a Monday, upload on a Tuesday, film on a Wednesday, upload on a Thursday. I used to film all day, not all day, but a lot of the day on a Monday for the whole week. But I'm kind of not that organized anymore, and I don't know what I'm doing for Saturday yet. So that's sort of more step by step. With reselling, I tend to list like 15 a day, 20 a day, something like that, pretty consistently.
Good.
I'm not very organized, really. What I'd like to do in an ideal, perfect world is to prepare everything the night before for the next day's listings. And that just never kind of happens. That's like that's like what I would like to do, but it just doesn't happen. So, because I sell a lot of clothes, which I'm going on to answer other questions, aren't I? But they take quite a lot of preparation in terms of ironing and any mending and bits and pieces that needs doing. And so, yeah, I would really like to get everything ready, sort of, so it's ready to go for photography first thing the next morning, because I find that my listing can take the whole day, you know, because when you're at home as well, you're doing other things in between. And so I don't feel I'm as organised as I could be. Some days go better than others, don't they? As I'm sure you know as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah. This is why I don't do clothes. I can't iron. I'm so happy.
Ironing is great for catching up with YouTube, though.
Well, this is probably true, yeah. I am so behind. My watch later, oh, Lordy, it's so long. My watch later list.
Mine's consistently 40. I can't get it down below 40.
Oh, yes. My friends probably think I'm neglecting them. Anyway. All right, let me look in the chat real quick and then I'll move on. Let's see. Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, Steve's there. Hi, Steve.
Yeah. And Emma's writing a blog post while listening to this. I thought about bringing up our blogs because I have a blog. You have a blog. Sharking Mom Deals. Hello. Finn Fashion Plus is listing Henry. Hello. And Mrs. H is freezing in Manchester. And Kristen, here's a question. Okay. Do you have a recommended number of items you should have on Etsy? Currently, I have 35. I sell my handmade crocheted items and digital prints. And Jeff is shipping and cleaning up a mirror cats broke. 13 years of bad luck, or whatever, how many years it is. Are
7.
You on? 7. I doubled it for you almost. So do you sell on Etsy?
I had a little dabble in Etsy, a very small one, and the very first thing I sold on Etsy, I was double posting and I sold it the week before on eBay.
Oh no!
That was a bit of a fail. But Etsy's something I kind of like to do. I love vintagey things and handmade things on a personal level. I don't know so much about selling certainly handmade things, but I've got some bits that I could cross post, but it's finding time I think Etsy, to learn about it initially takes quite a lot of time, and it's not massive here in the UK. I know my friend Rachel's tried to sell a bit on Etsy. I don't know how much success she's having, but yeah, it's not as big here as it is over there at all.
Yeah. I've had 2 sales today on Etsy. That was.
Have you? Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and as far as handmade stuff, it's a competitive market for the handmade stuff for sure. And then I have some digital prints up there, but they're just kind of, I don't do anything with them. They're just there. That's for a separate video, I think. Okay, so here we go. Next up is, how did you get started reselling?
I think the same way that a lot of women did, or do probably. When my son was little, he was a toddler when I started, and he was growing out of clothes really quickly and, you know, not using his toys anymore because he was too old for them. And there were things that were hardly used. And I discovered eBay. Wow, I can sell things on here. And that's how I started, really. And then I've always been a bit of a fan of charity shops and car boot sales and buying secondhand. So it just sort of evolved from there, really. But yeah, realizing that I could buy and make a profit was sort of a bit of a revelation to me, really.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, because when I started staying home, I don't know, I felt weird. Like, I didn't want to ask for money from my husband. That was not cool, you know?
Yeah. That's kind of the best thing, not the best thing, but one of the really good things about it is it's so accessible to anyone. You can do it in a tiny way, or you can do it in a bigger way, and you can do it around the kids, you know, in the morning or the evening. It's so flexible, isn't it? So it's just brilliant for women with young families. I think it's, you know, great.
Oh yeah. All right, so what is something that well, not just something, but what do you love selling most?
Shoes. Shoes is my favourite thing to sell. I love selling. I'm a bit of a shoeaholic anyway, but I did a big shoe clear. If you're behind, you probably haven't seen my video from last week. Yesterday, I cleared out my shoe cupboard and I got rid of 18 pairs of shoes of my own.
What? I don't think I even own 18 pairs of shoes.
But yeah, I love selling shoes. They're quite quick and easy to list. I find that I can pick them up really easily. And they're not always the quickest things to sell, but I just get a lot of satisfaction from shoes.
You get a lot of really interesting comments and questions from people as well that buy shoes.
Certain types of shoes. Do you have that over there as well, the well-worn shoes market? Yeah. Have you ever dabbled in that, Margaret?
No. We've talked about it, but I don't think I could bring I don't know. When I see some of the questions people ask about, modeling the shoes and.
Yeah, I haven't done it not modeled. I haven't sold horrible old shoes for a while, but I used to. But I never replied to any of the messages, just delete them.
Yeah. There's a market there, though.
For sure.
Just goes to show you can sell anything.
You truly can.
Anything. Okay, so what, other than, because you sell on eBay, do you sell on any other platforms?
I do a little bit on Amazon, not loads, because media and games and stuff isn't really my thing, but occasionally, no FBA, it was all merchant fulfilled, but yeah, on and off on Amazon.
Yeah.
I think I've got about 20 listings or something on there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Tanya's in the chat.
Hi, Tanya.
And then Darren asks, have either of us tried taking our other half outsourcing to experience the joys of picking? If yes, what did they think?
My husband's a fair weather car booter. He will come under protest in the summer if it's a really lovely day, but he doesn't really like getting up early in the morning, so that's kind of hard. But he's good. He's got a good eye, actually. He picked up, I think I mentioned it in a Hangout a little while ago, some of those electronic chess sets that teach you to play chess and play against you. Picked a couple of those up for £1.50, and I sold one for £40.
That's good.
He hasn't let me have the other one. He's hidden it. I went to find it to list it the other day, and I think he wants to keep it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Does he not know how to play chess?
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to play with, okay.
He wants to be able to beat my son. He can't beat my son, so perhaps he's training himself.
Really? How about that? As far as me, Randy's come out a few times with me, but I mean, he's enthusiastic. He doesn't mind coming, or he doesn't mind, and if you're married for as long, I've been married for almost 14 years now, and you have these times where you and your husband don't get along. Let's just be real. So Randy knows, like, hey, Margaret, you want to go stop at the charity shop? You want to go stop at Goodwill? Like, he knows how to butter me up. Let's go. Let's just stop by. Like, gonna get on my good side. So sometimes he has a good eye. Sometimes it's just, that's the one thing though, when we do go, he'll go walk around and he'll bring things over to me and it's like, isn't this cool? And I'm just like, oh,
bless.
Yeah, sometimes he hits on it, but sometimes not. Okay, and then next question is, do you get any pushback from your family about reselling?
No, not really anymore. My family are all quite, not impressed, that's the wrong word, but they've seen how they managed. Oh God, I can't speak. They've seen how hard I've worked at it since I went full time, and they see that it's actually a proper, genuine income now. And so, yeah, I think they're behind me, really. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
My friends find it a bit odd.
Yeah, I find that true too, more so with my friends.
But that's okay, because I think that's why it's nice to have the community, isn't it, and each other to talk to, because it's people who get you.
Yes. Yeah, or every now and then, like the neighborhood, it's my month, the ladies in our neighborhood get together once a month, and I don't realize people I actually know in real life watch my videos, and somebody brought it up to me at the last girls' night, about what I'm like, because it's not something I talk about with people anymore. But she brought it up, so it was a bit bizarre for me.
Yeah, it's quite weird. People know I do YouTube. I don't keep it a secret. I don't bring it up, the YouTube thing. But if it comes up, I will say it. But very few people say to me, who I know in real life, oh, what? I mean, if I found out that someone I knew did YouTube, I'd really want to go and watch. And very few people say, oh, what's the link or what's your channel name or anything. Perhaps they have enough of me in real life and don't need to watch a video as well.
This is true, yeah. And when you think about it that way, like, yeah, same thing. Not a lot. Okay. Next, so did we already ask this one? How did you get started on YouTube? We kind of talked about it.
I had a blog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been blogging since 2008, just sort of a family lifestyle type blog. And it was sort of a natural progression of that. Other bloggers that I knew started doing a bit of YouTube and the odd video. And so I quite fancied doing that. And it was, yeah, natural progression. And I don't blog anymore. I put my YouTube content onto my blog, but I don't have time to write at the moment. So it's something I might go back to again.
Yes. I do the same. Like I just I upload my videos to my blog, and that's it.
Yeah.
So Darren has a question. Oh, that's the same question as before. My chat jumped, but I did see a question. Where did it go? Okay.
I see one from Connie. Caroline, do you do okay with Amazon, or do you find it's probably harder than Amazon FBA? I have so little on Amazon that I couldn't really say. I sell the odd thing every few weeks, really, so I don't do enough of it to know. And I know nothing about FBA, so yeah. Amazon, it works for me. I tend to only put stuff on there if I can get a much better price than I can on eBay. So, and I cross-post a lot as well. So sometimes it sells on eBay first before it sells on Amazon.
Right. I've never done merchant fulfilled. I've done FBA, but never merchant fulfilled. Lakeside Treasures with JoJo says, you speak the truth. My husband does the same thing. I'm guessing about taking her to the thrift store to get on her good side.
Yeah.
Hey, going on, Grumpy. Okay. Oh, I did ask the question. We talked about it beforehand, and I was looking for it in my questions, and I couldn't find it. Do you notice a difference with men and women resellers or YouTubers?
Not massively. In the UK, I think there's a much bigger community of men. It's very male dominated, whereas the International League of Thrifters group is very female dominated, which is kind of what I like about it. Lots of clothes and stuff. And of course, the stuff the men are interested in is all computer games and Lego and all that boy stuff, isn't it? Which is not my type of. No, other than that, not really.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I have tried. I mean, I'll watch the videos about the video games or media pickups, and I just can't. I'll watch it, and I think I can store information away about cool things to pick up, but for whatever reason, I can never remember those things.
Yeah, you have to have some level of interest in what you're selling, and computer games. It just goes straight over my head, and I don't care. So yeah, it's good. Not everybody can be interested in the same stuff, can they? So
yeah. So that maybe it makes it nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a strange or funny reseller story that's either happened to you or someone that you know?
Not really. I was trying to think about this, and I can't. I mean, I got really shouted at by a guy who didn't want to sell to me at a car boot sale because I'm a reseller.
Really?
He refused to sell to me. Yes, he was. Yeah, not a very nice man at all. But it didn't particularly bother me. I just moved on to the next. Kind of weird, really. But other than that, no particularly odd stories.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, as long as you pay what he wants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, you could have picked some of your emails about those well-worn shoes to share there.
I don't think it's right for this time of day, Margaret.
Okay. Okay. I guess I have no filter at any time of day. So.
I can tell you a funny story about somebody yesterday who wanted to return a vanity case that I'd sold. She was angling for a partial refund, actually. But she said to me, it's got hairs in it. Well, it didn't have any hairs in it. So she sent me a photograph of 3 black hairs. which could have come from anywhere. She might have got it off Google, but anyway. It wasn't even in the actual vanity case. It was just 3 black hairs on a bit of white sheet or something.
Weird. But we were talking about that before, that there have been a lot of people lately kind of like angling to get partial refunds lately.
Yeah, but funnily enough, Ken had a couple this morning as well. Ken Chapman, who just silly season's coming up, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, let me check the chat real quick because I saw a couple. Darren says, we need more lady YouTubers. And Jet MD says, are you still streaming? Video won't connect. I don't know. Try refreshing. Yes. And then Vita asks, do you think that posting YouTube videos has a direct effect on your sales? I'm trying to decide if I should start doing videos to increase my sales.
I don't think it makes a difference now, personally, for me, but I haven't got the level of subs that you've got, so possibly. We ought to ask Nick that, didn't we, really? He's got 10,000 subs.
Yeah. I mean, every now and then, like as far as me, when I do haul videos, every now and then somebody will say, oh, that thing that you showed in that haul video, I want to buy that. And I'll just direct sell it and send them a PayPal invoice. But yeah, it happens every now and then, not all the time. I wish it would happen more often.
It's nice when it does, though.
I should have like a ticker tape going across the bottom. If you see anything you want to buy, just let me know. And your partner in crime has called you a traitor.
Sean, I do a weekly Hangout show with Sean, a reselling one, so the S and Mrs. M show. So that's why he's calling me a traitor. He loves me, really. Yes,
he does. And I love that S&M show that y'all do.
It's very good fun. I really enjoy it.
It's good. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. I'm just checking real fast. So Living Life says, I can see the chat, but no video. Uh-oh. Can the rest of you see the video? Maybe you need to refresh.
Somebody asked what my channel is. It's Caroline Mrs. M.
Caroline Mrs. M. And I'll link it later. I don't have it linked right now. Oh, my 2 cents says, I tried with your Mickey Mouse Jack in the Box. Oh, that I shared in the Thrift Haul Throwdown. I had like 4 or 5 people message me about that, though. And I sold it. Now I'm thinking I sold it too cheap. Oh, well. Okay. So what is something that you love to pick up that never brings you any money?
I was thinking about this. And honestly, I don't tend to buy something twice if it doesn't bring me any money. I'm quite good at buying with my head, not with my heart. So I buy stuff for myself, obviously, if I see good stuff when I'm out secondhand shopping. But nothing particular. If I don't think it's going to make any money, I don't pick it up anymore. But we all occasionally pick things up that aren't great, are they? So
yeah, and I do, because I like to take chances on things, and sometimes it doesn't work out.
Why not?
Yes.
It's how we learn, isn't it?
I agree completely.
Yeah, definitely.
Hi, a Purple Lily. And I'm sorry if somebody messaged me once before and said, you never say hi to me in the chat. I'm sorry. If I missed you in the chat, I'm sorry. Hello. Not you, a Purple Lily, but somebody else sent me a message about that one day. I don't mean to. Okay. What is the most unexpected thing that people don't know about you?
I forgot to think of an answer for this one. I've got a standard one that I bring out every time you get asked this question. My cousin is married to the Queen of England's son.
Oh, that's right. I always forget that.
Second cousin, actually, to be precise, but yeah.
So your second cousin is married to the Queen of England's son.
Yes.
So not
Prince Edward is the Countess of Wessex, Sophie.
Really? Do you get to go to any fancy shindigs?
No, my parents went to the wedding.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's pretty cool, I think.
Quite cool.
Yeah. Oh, look, Brock's there. Hi, Orange Elephant 523, and hey, Polishek. And okay, so next up, I think I already asked that. Platforms to sell on, yes. That's So what is a resource that you use all the time? And we're getting close to the fun questions.
Resource that I use all the time, eBay completed listings, isn't it, really? That's the reseller's Bible, sold listings.
Yeah.
All sorts of things, really. There's different websites that are good for different things. I've got a vintage clothes book that I've actually lent to a friend at the moment. Otherwise, I would have shown you, which has got loads of stuff about vintage labels, and it's called Vintage Style something or other. But that I use that a lot for looking things up. It's full of information. But yeah, completed listings is really the main tool that you need to start off with, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, gracious, could you imagine before the internet having to have all these books to do all this research in?
No, and I lived in the world before the internet, and now I can't even imagine it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking, that dress I shared, and I was like, oh my gosh, please don't let this be a fake. Here's this label, I can't find it. And then somebody pulled out, I can't remember who it was that shared a link. Catherine? Somebody shared a link showing all the labels for this dress. No, it was Maggie. And it was just from the 90s. Like, she had this website ready. It was
wow.
Yeah. But yeah, you've got this book. That just made me start thinking about, like, what if I had found this like 20 years ago? I
kind of like reading in a book as well. The internet is very good for like quick research, but more in-depth stuff. I like reading books still.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking back in the chat real quick. Vita says, maybe my question should have been, do you think YouTube videos drive more buyers to your shops? I don't think so.
I think it makes more people follow your shop.
Really?
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of people follow my eBay. I don't think they buy anything. I think the people who follow it from making videos use it as an information tool rather than wanting to purchase anything I'm selling. They're using it to find out what to buy and what to sell, which is fine because I'm putting the information out there, to a certain extent. So yeah, but no, I don't think potential buyers know, personally.
Right. And as far as people looking at the shop, I did the same thing when I was starting out. I would go look at people's shops, and follow them if they took really great pictures or like their descriptions were super good, because if you want to grow your business and make it better, or be a better seller, that's how you learn, going and seeing what the people that are doing it right are doing. So not that I'm saying I'm doing it right, I'm just saying.
No, but I know what you mean. Yeah. It's always good to learn from other people. Yeah. So
yeah. Okay. Hello, Heather, and hello, Turtle. And then Darren asks, Caroline, do you get first picking of the Queen's Unwanted stuff?
Yeah, I'm up at Buckingham Palace every week going through the bins.
Mm-hmm. That would be something, huh?
No, sadly not, Darren, but it would be nice. Perhaps I'll email her.
Exactly. Okay, so here's a question that I got. Someone emailed me. Bobby emailed me or messaged me and said, he wasn't sure he'd be able to make the show, but he wanted to ask you a question. He says, you're a top lady, and there are a few questions he'd like to add if they're up to par. 1, reselling wise, what are you most proud of?
Probably how having the confidence to go full time, I think, and making a success of it. Or not to blow my own trumpet, but it just goes. If you work hard, you can see results. Reselling isn't rocket science at all, but if you work hard, you get results, and I kind of like that about it. So I'm really proud that even my husband's quite impressed now by my sales figures and turnover and everything. So that's kind of nice. So
that's good. Yeah. Okay, second question that he asks, not reseller related. He says, 2, who do you most admire in life? You think about it, I'll say hi in the chat. How about that?
I admire My parents, I think, because I got my work ethic from them, and yeah, the way they brought me up. I had a very happy childhood, and yeah, your parents make you the person you are today to a certain extent. So I'll always be grateful to them for that. And yeah, my dad came from literally nothing. His house was burnt down in the war, or bombed in the war, and they had nowhere to live, and he had a very impoverished childhood, and worked and worked and worked, and his sense of optimism and always thinking that the next big deal was going to make him rich around the corner, and he believed that for years and years and years and years and years. And yeah, so my parents, I think.
Yeah. Sean is saying me.
Yeah, obviously Sean as well. Sean would be second. Did I say that with a straight face?
Now, I did tell Bobby that I would tack on something at the end of those questions because I like to make it fun. You don't have to answer them because you know it's me. So I told him I like to play the in-bed game.
The what game?
In bed, you know. So I take the question and then I tack on the word in bed at the end. So what are you most proud of in bed? You don't have to answer that. I was joking with him, but I thought it'd be funny to ask.
Actually, my new comforter, duvet, as you said, a duvet, we call it comforter. I've just got a new bed, actually. It's a super king size bed. It's fabulous.
Nice. I won't ask who you admire most in bed.
That wouldn't be my dad, because that wouldn't be cool at all.
Sean, looks like you're up. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Where's Ken when you need him?
I know, right? He's missing out. I don't know. It always breaks up the tension when you're in the chat and you just start tacking in bed after everything. Just okay. Melissa asks a question for you. What are the shipping prices like in the UK as compared to the US? Shipping in Canada is astronomical.
It's gone up a lot in the last few years. I assume you mean for inland post within the UK? Yeah, they've changed the rules. We've got Royal Mail, which is the normal post, which is like post office, and then we've got couriers as well. So, yeah, I don't think it's hugely expensive, but it's certainly gone up in the last 10 years a lot.
Yeah. Ours is okay. I mean, and I don't know. I can't complain, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the buyers pay it, don't they, really? So, well, unless you do free post. So, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Hi, Turtle, Trader, and Kindle, and Zahir is here, and Chelsea.
Hi, Zay.
Okay, so who or what would you say led to your success?
Hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work and enjoying what you do. I think you have to be passionate about what you do and enjoy it to put in the hours to make it a success. So, yeah. And also, since going full-time, my friends, my reselling friends, and having people to talk to on a daily basis, I would go mental without that, without a doubt. It's so nice, isn't it, that chat to go into and talk to people and, yeah, the community for sure.
And I know I get so busy and then we're on different time zones, so it's hard for me sometimes to when I get into I don't know. It was like 4 a.m. I'm like, why am I awake?
Yeah, and then I'd go in the morning when I wake up, and you've just gone to bed a couple of hours before, and yeah.
Oh well, it makes it interesting.
Yeah.
He says, completely agree about the passion. Without passion for what you do, you will always have a glass ceiling holding you in.
Yes, it's true, isn't it?
Yes.
You have to enjoy it.
And then, what do you think is the most unexpected thing about reselling?
I don't know, because I've been doing it for so long. There's not much really that surprises me massively anymore. I think the most unexpected thing since going full-time and since starting YouTube has been the closeness of the friendships I've made. I think that's been a real, I know I just talked about this, but it's been a real sort of bonus and an unexpected bonus of
Absolutely.
sort of, yeah.
Turtle Trader in the chat wants to know, do you rack up on Boxing Day?
What does that even mean?
I don't even know. Do you have like big sales and says like maybe he thinks, what do you tell us what you mean? I don't think it's like Good Friday or anything like that, like we have.
Boxing Day is the day after Christmas.
Yeah. Or like what, not Good Friday, but what's it called? Black Friday.
When is Black Friday? Is it soon?
It's this month. It's the Friday after Thanksgiving. I don't do Black Friday stuff. So I'm never, I think it's the Friday after Thanksgiving. So that's coming up in a few weeks. Yeah.
We have Black Friday now. It's a thing here as well. We've only had it for about 2 or 3 years, but utter madness.
Yeah, it is.
People fighting in supermarkets over half-price tellies and
Yeah, I don't get into that. I don't like crowds that much, so yeah. Okay, when was the time when you felt like you made a difference?
I talked about, honestly, I talked about something that happened the other week in a video recently, but that's probably quite, I don't know if I made a difference, but I made myself feel better. I was in a charity shop that I go to a lot, and there's a lovely old gentleman who works in there volunteering, and he's in his late 70s, probably like the same age as my dad, and he's so nice and gentle and kind and just a really nice chap. And he was serving a lady at the counter, older lady than me, who should have known better. And he said to her, oh, that's however much it was, my darling. And he calls everybody my darling or my love. It's sort of a bit, where we live, it's a cultural thing in Devon a little bit. People do that. But and she said to him, I'm not your darling, don't you call me that, and was really horrible. And he had tears in his eyes.
Oh.
So I marched over and told her. And I felt like I did make a difference, because hopefully I made her understand that it wasn't okay to do that.
Yeah. Can you hear my phone ringing? Of course it's going to ring.
Mine's rung just now. I've got it on silent though.
It's my house phone. I'm still one of those that has a house phone. Yeah. Okay, it stopped. That's good. All right. So, do you have any near-death experiences?
No, but I did go parasailing once and scream my head off so loud that I lost my voice.
I think I probably would too. That's true. I'm scared of heights. I'm learning.
I'm not brave at all. I'm not brave at all.
Pretty Papers in the chat would like to know, can you tell us what a car boot sale is?
A car boot sale is kind of like your equivalent of a garage sale, but lots of people selling all their possessions from the trunks of their cars. Is that right? Trunks, boots, all together, generally in a field or a car park or something.
Cool. That would be cool, because then you don't have to drive all around. But then you're worried like people will get there before you. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, do you believe in ghosts or have any ghost stories for us?
No, I don't believe in ghosts. No. I did used to do a bit of Ouija board years ago when I was about 18. I lived in Spain for a summer, and we got quite into doing the Ouija board. And I have to say that glass did move around that board, and I'm pretty sure nobody was pushing it.
Well, then.
But, yeah, is that ghosty enough for you?
Yes, I like to ask, because you just never know what kind of stories people have, you know?
Yeah.
All right, do you have any pet names?
No.
None?
No,
Okay.
not really. No, not
All right. If you could sing one song on American Idol, what would it be?
Oh, I just thought of a pet name. They used to call me the Smurf, didn't they, in the chat when I had my blue hair last Christmas.
I wasn't fishing for anything, I promise. That was fun, though.
I'm going to go purple again for December, I think.
Really?
So, yeah. So, purple Smurf, maybe.
Hopefully there's nothing else purple that they would think of.
I'm sure they'll think of something.
Goodness knows. Okay, if you could sing one song on American Idol, what would it be?
Something really, really short, because I'm the worst singer in the whole wide world and I wouldn't want to inflict that on anybody.
They can be pretty brutal, those judges.
I love singing, but yeah, I don't think I'd get as far as the actual televised bit. I'd be one of the people that was thrown out very early on.
Oh, Lisa in the chat would like to know, she's curious what clothing's. Now, when I first read this, I didn't read clothing, and so it was just slang words, and I was going somewhere else in my brain with this. But she wants to know what clothing slang words are overseas as compared to here in the US. What are some good keywords for me to use for clothing terms if I'm trying to appeal to international buyers? That's a really good question.
It is, but it's really hard unless you've got a specific example of a piece of clothing. The Lagen look is very big over here at the moment, the sort of layering thing, which is, I think that's a German word, or derived from German, isn't it?
Lagen look?
Yeah.
We don't say that here.
Google it, Margaret.
Do I?
Yeah, that's, yeah, and steampunk is the other one, but I think you have that already, don't you?
Yeah.
On lots of things.
I'm trying to think of an example, because every now and then it'll come up and I'll think about that, like, oh yeah, I can't think of one. I can't think of an example.
Oh, like what you call a vest is what we call a waistcoat.
Yes, yeah, or a jumper. That's one, a jumper.
What about a jumper?
We don't call that a jumper here. Like, to me, when I think of a jumper, I think of like this horrible dress that my mom used to make me wear. Like, you wear a shirt underneath it, and then you have the jumper dress on over it. But a jumper is something totally different where you are.
Yes, it's a knitted thing.
Like a sweater, right?
Yes.
Yeah, totally different.
Or a pullover as well, you can call it. But I think that's more, that's more.
But nobody calls it a jumper here.
That's strange. I never knew that.
Yeah. If you said, go get your jumper, yeah. No. Wellies? We don't have wellies either. That's something else.
What? Wellies?
Wellies? Is that what you call it?
Gum boots. Yeah, wellies. Wellington boots.
There's more, I'm sure. There's more.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Darren says, not quite Lagen look, but Hixie is good at the lager look.
He certainly is.
Oh, I have a big heart for Hixie. He's not in the chat. Okay, where would you go in a time machine?
I'd like to go back to 1946 to Victory in Europe Day in London. I think that would be amazing. Just the celebration after the end of the war, and it had gone on for so long. I think that would be. I'm fascinated by both the World Wars, but the Second World War probably more so. And I think that would be fascinating.
I can't even imagine. Yeah. So, okay, next up, if we could prank one other YouTuber, who would you want to prank and what would you want to do?
That's quite a funny question because I've already got it planned, so I can't tell you.
Oh, awesome. I'll ask you later.
Yeah.
Okay, other than that one, who would you want to prank?
Nick, because he'd be quite easy.
You think so?
Prank, I reckon.
Think.
I don't know what I'd do though.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm thinking, would you want to go mean with it or funny with it?
Funny, for sure.
I asked somebody else that, and they started coming up with this mean stuff. I'm like, whoa.
No, mean is nasty.
Okay. Turtle Trader says, do they put stuff on the curb on Boxing Day?
I don't know what that is. What, like rubbish or?
I think they're like cleaning out, like it's too much stuff. I know in another country they do something like that where they don't have garage sales or anything like that, but you get taxed on the stuff you have in your house, and so in order to not get all the tax, you get put, I don't know where I heard that. They put it out on the curb.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, weird.
All right, you ready?
No idea.
I am a wizard.
Okay.
And I just turn you into a fly. What would you do?
Go and find someone who I really didn't like and irritate them for hours by buzzing around their room. Perhaps a customer who'd been very, very difficult.
And just go and like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have some rapid fire questions.
Cool.
Ready? All right. And what was the last film you saw?
Oh my God, it was Mamma Mia on Friday night. Ashley
Really?
and I had a few drinks and we decided to watch Mamma. Well, I decided we were going to watch it. It certainly wasn't his choice, but I made him watch it with me. And we did all the singing. Oh, I did all the singing, let's be honest. And he sat on the sofa drinking wine.
That's good.
And it must have been about the 16th time I've watched it, but it's such a nice film.
I need to, and I like ABBA, and I've never seen the film yet still.
Serious?
I'm serious.
Oh my gosh, you need to go and watch it.
Yeah, it seems like something I would like. Okay, next, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Black and white or color?
Black and white, probably. No, colour.
Color. Dresses or skirts?
Skirts.
Books or movies?
Books.
Let's see. Comedies or mysteries?
Mysteries.
Sweet pickles or dill pickles?
Dill pickles.
I'm running out of questions, Caroline.
That's all right. I've only got 6 minutes before I have to take my son to his friend's house.
I can pull out a few more, but
Go on.
I'm running out of questions. If you have any in the chat, let me know. They're just getting weirder and weirder. That's the
The answers are getting worse and worse as well.
If your life was a piece of art, what would it be?
Oh God, I'm not good on art.
Would you be a sculpture? I don't know. I have no idea.
Perhaps I'd be the Sydney Opera House.
I like that.
Because it's kind of quite big. I'm kind of quite big.
What?
But it's in the sunshine and in a lovely place, and that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and everybody comes to see how awesome it is.
Yeah, and I'm awesome, obviously. Didn't like to say that, but thanks for pointing that out.
Absolutely, anytime. Okay, so let's call it off. I know you've got to get your son somewhere.
Yes, he's going to the theatre tonight at 8 o'clock this morning, and I've got to drop him off at his friend's house in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. We're going to leave in 10 minutes.
What's he going to see?
A comedian. Well, who are you going to see in the theatre? You can't hear me. He's got music on.
Oh, well. Oh, well, thank you for coming on to hang out, Caroline.
It was really fun. Thank you.
I'm glad that we got
to
make it happen. So, all right, thank you, 40 viewers that we have. And make sure you hit that like button if you are watching live, or if you can watch later, hit that like button and let Caroline know how awesome she is.
Oh, thank you. Just like the Sydney Opera House.
Yes. All right, we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
That was